Today's show is brought to you by EPOS Gaming Audio. With a comprehensive lineup of both wired and wireless headsets, gaming amplifiers, microphones, and webcams, EPOS has everything you need to experience the power of audio.
The closed headset allows you to tap into exceptionally detailed audio and seals out ambient noise, while the open version delivers natural high-fidelity audio with an incredible soundstage. Both headsets include a magnetic detachable microphone and a sleek design that has no wild RGB configurations, just good design.
Listeners can save 15% by visiting www.eposaudio.com/gaming and entering the code EPOSFRIEND15 at checkout. That's EPOSFRIEND 15 at checkout.
Welcome back to the TokyoFreshPodcast, only on the Tokyo Beat Network. My name is David. I'm here with Jordan.
I'm here.
And we're here with a guest this week.
Yay.
I think the longest in a long time.
It's been a while.
Almost a year, maybe? Feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. It's been a while, but, it's good to have a guest back on again. We got the wonderful Victor, Frame of Travel. Fantastic to have you on, my dude.
Hello. Nice to meet you guys.
Yay. We're going to jump right into it. What's the thing that Philly D normally says? Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, David. You gotta watch more Philly D.
I guess so.
Anyway, Victor, pleasure to have you on. Victor, tell me a little about yourself. Where are you from? Where are you from originally? I know you're from America.
Yeah, originally from America. So I was born and raised in Anaheim, California, also
Oh, nice.
known as Disneyland. And basically grew up around that area for like the first, 15, 16 years of my life. And then I moved up north and was actually over in like the Oakland area up until like I graduated high school.
I love Jordan's face of like American geography.
Bro,
where's Oakland?
I'm opening the Google Maps of my mind to work out like
all
where
right, so
things
LA,
are. Is
born
like
and raised,
LA's the
South Side.
Yeah, that's the opposite of New York.
Yeah.
I
In
guess.
many ways, yeah.
Yeah,
you could say
sure.
that,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
opposite side of the
Shut the fuck
country.
up. Okay, go on. Okay,
We'll get there.
Okay.
Let's workshop it.
I know where it is. Okay. Oh, where's Oakland?
Oakland is like the East Bay of San Francisco.
Do you know where San Francisco is?
San Francisco.
Yes.
Do you know the big bridge in San Francisco?
Yes.
Go
It's
to
on the
Oakland.
other side of the bridge on the island from San Francisco.
There's an other side of the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I only know Oakland from that song by Lonely Island, Oakland Nights, where they're talking about going to the what's it called the pirate Renaissance pizza place or something.
Oh,
And that's
sure,
that's,
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's the only reference I have from America.
But yeah, that is where I'm from. That's where I'm from, and I moved out here in Japan in 2012. So I've been out here for
Oh, shit,
11
like,
years.
I was gonna say what bad decision has finally culminated in being in this room with the two of us.
I would say it's a good decision, actually. I actually got a really nice gig being a QA engineer for a company, and they were pretty much like, yo, we need somebody to go to Japan. Who here can speak Japanese? And I was like, Konnichiwa sushi.
And they were like,
And
"Wow, he's fluent."
Yeah, they threw me on a plane, and here I
Nihongo
was.
Jozu.
Wow, Joe.
Send him over.
Nihongo Jozu.
Tanaka-san just like, wow. Did he say konnichiwa sushi? Chozu, send that man off. What's a QA?
Quality assurance engineer.
Yeah.
So basically, I test a bunch of stuff. That's my actual profession. Everybody thinks that I'm a photographer full time. But in order to pay the bills, I actually am a QA engineer.
So you're still doing that now?
Yes.
That's so cool. What type of things are you testing for quality?
For quality.
For
Yeah.
quality. Literally,
mostly
yeah.
like APIs, back end stuff. So basically, anytime you interact with the website has to interact with the back end. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the one making sure that when you type 200 on your payment, the back end recognizes it as $200, not $20,000.
Bro.
Can you please like fix every Japanese website that's feels
No.
like it was built on GeoCities?
No,
Please?
dude, it's not even on GeoCities. It's still on CompuServe.
Bro, sometimes I log into like a
Man
Japanese.
downloaded AOL last week.
I'm gonna need another CD. Come on.
He's like, hey, Tanaka, have you heard of this thing called dial-up? It's crazy fast. It's fucking wild.
No, man, they're still running on 2 cups and a really long string.
Yeah.
I once
Man.
logged into like a Japanese website and I was like, yo, is this Neopets? This is crazy.
Dude,
this is
Japanese
wild.
websites are still
Dog
in
shit.
2023 still fucking. I don't know. There's like a weird disparity where like sometimes you'll get a website that like looks like they made it yesterday. And
Yeah.
it's like, wow, this looks good. And then other times it's just like this fucking 50-year-old database ass looking
Yeah.
piece of shit, and you're like, how does this still run?
Have you not seen the Rakuten like official website?
Oh, it's fucking unnavigable.
I sent it to my mother a while ago because I was like, mother, there's like this thing. It's interesting. Check out the link. And I sent her the website, and she goes, "Is this a scam site?" She was like, "Is this a scam?" I'm like, "No, it's just like a Japanese website." She goes, "What company is this?" And I go, "It's like Japan's one of the biggest companies in Japan." She's like, "Bullshit! It's one of Japan's. It can't be because like the image the West has of Japan is like hyper fast. Everything's gonna zoom. Wow, high tech, really cool." And then you log onto any Japanese website, and you're like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
guess not."
Well,
This
there's
has
still
been the
sites
same
out there.
since
Yeah.
Windows 98.
Bro.
It's crazy. Yeah, there's still sites out there that don't even have UTC-8 encoding. So that way, like when you try to visit it with like an English set browser, all of the Japanese isn't even encoded correctly. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of gobbledygook.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's bad.
Are you testing Japanese websites for like quality assurance?
Oh
or-
god, no! I'd jump off a bridge by now. You'd see me at the news on the Chuo delaying.
I'll be like,
train tracks.
Victor, come on, I gotta get to work, Victor. I got a podcast to do, Victor.
No, F you.
Fucking hell.
So you're doing quality assurance.
Yeah,
And that's your full-time job.
that's my full-time job. That pays the bills.
Victor, I'm being told they can barely hear you, so you got to get up on that mic. Actually, I can boost you. Hang on, which one are you?
That's-
One,
Test,
two,
test.
You are.
He's 2.
number
I am 2.
That's 1, 2.
Two.
This one.
Let me look.
There it is.
That's the
Is it better?
That's the one. You got it.
Wait, are people watching live right now?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course people
We
watch it
like, I
live.
like streaming.
Oh, nice. All right, let me reshare that while I'm at it.
I've seen it. Like, we always stream it, and then we have like our audio base is still bigger than our
Oh, apparently it was just him. Okay, no problem.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good. I'm very loud, so and I'm always up in this mic.
Yeah,
so it's no worries.
that's comes with doing 170 episodes. Eventually, you're just like, this is the regular voice I talk at.
Yes.
Nothing changes. and
Yes,
it's-
every
I
week
just
in
use
week
my
out.
loud teacher voice.
Is that what you use?
Yeah.
I-
Comes from right here.
Comes from the soul.
Yeah. Say it from your chest. Everything.
When David said right here, he was tapping on a set for the audio listeners. He was tapping on
I
a
forget we have those.
on a separate box, which he keeps a small vocal cord, which he
Yeah.
uses when he teaches. He screams through it.
Yeah, shoot me the link and I'll reshare it.
I'll share it. I got it.
Of course. So you're doing quality assurance now,
Yes.
but I have a feeling you're kind of just like, hey, it's a thing to do because money is good. Like, do you have?
Well, it's a job.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
It's
right,
a
right.
thing that keeps you just over broke.
Oh my
Right.
god. Say the link.
Does it not pay well?
It pays well. It pays
should-
decent.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
it pays
I would
well.
think so.
I mean,
It's
I
in
wouldn't
the
do
IT
it if
sector, right?
I mean, you
So-
don't see me teaching English here, but
That's true.
Bro,
been there, done that.
listen.
Graduated.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah,
Oh my god. Wait, tell me about. I
So
didn't
you
know about
didn't
that.
come over to do QA stuff.
I did
He
do
did.
QA.
But you did it on the teaching on the side.
So it's like a
then?
weird kind of thing. So what happened is that they legit did move me out here, and I worked on. They had to switch my visa at the time because it was like not my visa, my job status, because I was a full-time employee. But when they sent me over here, they didn't know how to do the whole international tax laws, this and that.
Brilliant.
No.
So I got turned into a contract employee.
Okay. I see.
And I did that for like a year and a half, and then when the contract came up, was finishing up, they were like, "All right, come back to the States. You'll become a full-time employee again, and we have a brand new position for you and
fuck
everything. Thank you so
that.
much. Everything was super successful."
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind
Yeah.
of like Japan.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
kind of like it here. So bye.
See ya.
So bye.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
And like I had a really nice savings set up because my work was literally working from like 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. So I'd be sleeping every day, and the only time I would actually go out to spend that money would be on a weekend
Right.
which was literally just Friday, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
So like I saved so much money. So after I quit that, I was just like, party time, let's go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then as soon as like my bank account started to slowly drain, I was like, I need a job. Oh, it's okay. I'll just get another engineering job. Easy.
Yeah.
No, not in 2012. Unless you speak perfect Japanese. No, not even.
Seriously?
No, nothing. There was
I would
nothing out
assume
there.
probably because at that time they were not hiring.
Yeah, people are so lucky
internationally?
these days with how much internationalization has become in Japan compared to like 10 years ago. Yeah, there was nothing.
So because right now, looking at like, I think a couple weeks ago we were talking about it, but if you want like a good high-paying job in Japan now, you can just like dive into like engineering, some kind of coding, and like
Right.
there are like so many high-paying jobs that are like Japanese not needed, just please come do the code for us, and that's like it. So like 10 years.
Do you know how to work GitHub?
Can you use the Google? Can
no,
you-
I'm still stuck on Subversion. Sorry.
But yeah, it seems at least now that there's a lot less hesitance
Yeah.
to have people just come and work.
Mm-hmm,
And it probably helps too, because I know that this is a fact, because I do have other friends who do work in IT. They're just like, we would rather hire foreigners because they know how to work the software and
Yeah.
all the documentation is in English.
Half the time. Most
Half
of the time, these people hire foreigners just to sit and look pretty, just to be like, look how international we are.
I would do-
Bob here is in our.
Hey man, I'll take that job.
I'll do that. That's cool as fuck. I'll do
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. If I get paid for that, I wouldn't mind either.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hey.
But like, the company's in trouble. We've said bad thing on someone did blackface again. It's like, don't worry. We've got this code. Can someone bring out Jordan?
Listen, as a white man, I've never been a diversity hire, so that's something I can check.
David's
I
like,
can check off my bucket list.
first time for everything, baby. Let's go.
Times are changing.
But yeah, in a nutshell, that's pretty much what I did. I taught English for maybe like 6 months, and then I didn't really have an agreement with the school
Yeah.
because like my purpose is like, all right, if people actually want to learn English, yo, I'm English as a second
Easy.
second speaker. My first language is Spanish, and
Oh, so.
learning English in elementary school is a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I sympathize with a lot of the students, and I actually legit try to help them, give them techniques that I personally use to learn English. The school didn't like that because what they wanted is they wanted the teachers to get the students addicted to the books, books that they sell, because that's where they get their money.
Right.
They get their money on the books, so you have to get them on the books. So that way, once they finish one, you have to sell the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one.
Wait, was this like an eikaiwa or like a?
It's like an eikaiwa.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
But like in a nutshell, if you taught too well and showed your students that they didn't need the books, then you were kind of marked and written up against.
Right, yeah, you're the one who's rocking the
How
boat.
dare you
and
try
nobody,
hard.
And nobody likes that.
Yeah.
No one likes that. That you do find that a lot even today though. Like if you are too good of a teacher, sometimes people
Yeah,
are,
they don't
they don't
like that. And
like
I don't
it,
understand why.
Because you're stepping on toes. Like you remember when I was teaching.
Wear some shoes,
bro,
then, motherfucker.
Study. Like the fuck do you want me to do about it? Like I think when I was teaching a little while ago, it was the same thing. There were like three technically, but there's a bunch of teachers, and some of them were like, oh, we like this guy, he's getting involved, he's diving into lesson, he's really cool, we can like join in or we can like hang back, but either way he's gonna do his thing, and this is good because the kids are learning. And then you have the other guys who are like, oh, he's making me look bad, like why do the kids like him better than me? It's like, it was because you're a grumpy dickhead and no one likes you. Like when it comes down to it, like when I come in to teach a lesson, I'm like, hey guys, I'm fluent in the language and I'm gonna teach you this lesson in a way that makes sense, and if you have any questions in Japanese, you can just throw them out there and I'll reply in English and we'll get to the bottom of this. And when it's your lessons, you're like, this dog? And I'm like, this is a dog. That's today's lesson. Fucking sort it out. This teacher was so bad. One time, we had a kid in our class. Not like a returnee, not like a half kid. Just like Japanese kid.
Yeah.
Lived in Japan, never left the country. Teacher's like, Jordan, I ought to do the vocabulary today. I'm like, I go for it. Today we're learning, this is a dog. Have fun. He's like, this is a dog. This is a cat. This is a monkey. Always doing like he's trying to be like funny about it.
Sure,
And
yeah,
the kids are like, what? And one kid goes, Sensei, this is a dog. This is a cat. This is a monkey. You good, my man? You good? I'm like, bro, this is 4th grade. Elementary. if you can't teach 4th grade elementary to a level where the kids aren't being like, hey, sensei, you're a dumbass. You fucked up. Fuck off. How you be mad at me about this? You know what I mean? Like, sounds like that. This is monkey. I still remember so clearly him being so proud about him saying this is monkey, then making like a gorilla thing, and just no reaction. The class just
deadpan, like
Bro,
completely just nothing.
The guys, it's like, listen, we're 4th graders now. Gorillas were funny in 2nd and 3rd grade. We have more sophisticated comedy style we like now. Get naked, that's hilarious. That's always a crowd pleaser. Always a crowd pleaser.
Not at a school, it's not.
Listen, I don't make the rules, David.
Fair enough.
I wish you would then get fired, the idiot. Anyway.
Jeez.
So you taught English for like 6 months, and then you were like, fuck it.
Yeah. I said screw it.
Good
and then
man.
I started looking for a different job, and then I got hired on as a social media kind of consultant.
Was this for Yummy in Japan?
No, this is way before that.
Oh shit.
There was
okay.
a website called Japanistas that was fully funded by some kind of like angel investor,
Oh shit.
and I rolled into the interview like not giving a fuck.
Good man.
And I was just like, "What's up? Oh yeah, Japanese. Let's go." So I started actually talking to the guy directly in Japanese and completely avoided the actual interview process.
Smart man.
Became buddies, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're hired." I started off as an editor. I started off as a writer, and then the first month they're like, "We don't have any English native speakers. We need somebody to be an editor." Yo, editor. They're like, "Victor, you're doing an amazing job. You're pumping everything out. Senior editor, cool.
Oh, jeez.
Editor in chief in 3 months."
Holy fuck.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna assume that no one was like above you as you were moving up, though.
No,
you
I was
weren't,
the
like,
top.
Skipping people. You're
No.
like, fucking.
Yeah, there's
this
nobody
guy's
there.
gonna-
It was like
yeah,
it was like from the start. So
Pretty good.
I mean,
Okay.
did a decent job. But my vision for it was like to try to create a platform where we could actually provide entertaining information and good info for travelers. And this was like in the boom of like those Japanese websites that came out in 2014.
Yeah.
Otogo was out at the same time, and a bunch of other
Fucking hell.
things came out.
Right. Yeah.
But like my vision was, okay, let's do this. Let's become a little bit more broader in our base and try to build this fan base. But
Yeah.
the investor's idea was like, let's bring this to the point where I could sell it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So then he sold it to a company. I'm not even sure if I'm privy to say. He sold it to another company.
There we go. Yeah.
And then they grabbed all the information, all of our articles,
Yep,
and then
yep.
just reworded everything and put it to a new website that's still unfortunately alive today.
We hate
I
that.
hope they burn in hell.
Me too.
And
Bro,
then
you're-
I quit that, and then I went to Yummy Japan.
And then I was in Japan. Dude,
Yeah.
your enemies, my enemies. I also hope they burn in hell. Don't worry about it. We have a hit list of companies we hope burn in hell.
Oh. Honestly, it grows every week.
It grows every guest that comes on. We're like, add it to the list. We should get a dartboard.
Who do you hate?
Question 2: who do you hate? Add them to the dartboard.
Just let me know. It doesn't matter who.
No one can see. No one can see. But off camera, there's a big dartboard of company names. We throw.
Oh shit! I
darts
thought it
in.
was a door.
That's how big this dartboard
Yes!
is.
Like door to nowhere.
Like door to nowhere. Fuck.
But yeah, like it was when I was wrapping up all the editor-in-chief stuff and writing articles when I started to kind of like expand into the world of like social media. So obviously I was in charge of their Twitter, Facebook, you name it, Instagram, and that's when I started studying all these algorithms, what's best for YouTube, this and that. So I'm more the back end of that. I was really never the person to be on camera. And I was also doing all of their photography as well. So that's kind of what
insane.
jump started my photography, you know, in that field. And that's why I met pretty much everybody in like the YouTube scene or the creator scene as a whole.
So in a sense, you were doing, for this like startup company, you were doing basically everything media-wise, it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's so in a sense, when they sold the company, they basically sold your hard work.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Hey, he cashed out.
That's
good on him.
I mean, yeah, but like that's kind of disgusting. For you to not even get did you get a cut?
Yeah, fuck no, of course not.
Yeah, I thought that's fucking disgusting.
Well, I mean,
I
but
got
then
a
at
fucking
that-
Rilakuma pencil pouch.
I'd be so mad. Not even a clear file.
Not even a clear file.
But I mean, at that point, right? Like, what is he selling? If you're producing all the content,
It's true,
and then
yeah.
you decide I'm gonna dip,
Data.
what is he? I guess so.
Yeah.
the data, that's
the data,
it.
yeah, that's it. A lot of it is just data. Like when it comes down to it, a lot of these like sites, the back end is basically just like mining data. They want like the user information.
Okay. Yeah.
Like almost every company I work for, when like they're like, oh, we're doing this, we're writing an article or doing a video about X thing, and it's always like, at the end of the day, all they want to know is like the data. Who are the people who are making the clicks? Who's watching the videos? Who's like pressing the buttons?
Right.
Give us the data. Like when it comes down to it, it's all just you're the product. They're mining your data. That's it. Literally, it's insane.
Man, that's fucked up.
Bro, it's fucking. No,
It is.
it's fucked up. Yeah.
Because when I went to the new company, because I was part of the package,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, so
Jesus.
you're editor in chief? Yeah, we don't want a foreigner in that position."
Wow.
So everybody that was under me got to keep their current positions as editors and writers, and they're like, "We don't know what to do with you, so you're just gonna be kind of the consultant."
Wow.
And you ever watch Agretzko?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my life at this company.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I
Bro.
shit you not, Agretzko is a documentary.
He's like, just like me for real.
shit you not. The stuff that happens in Agretzko, I witnessed and saw in daily life. The lady, you know, just fucking never shutting the hell up in the
Yep.
kitchen area.
Yep.
That happens. The whole tea thing.
Mm.
The drama that happens in the office. The fact that you have to stay there because whatever. But obviously, I got into bad terms with a lot of people because I was like, I'm a foreigner. I'm not going to stay after 5:30. Fuck
Oh,
y'all.
that was me. Yeah, that's me. That's me now. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's always been my, you know.
Yeah.
When I'm not getting paid, I'm not working.
This is
Yeah.
why I'm finding it really hard to like find like an interesting place I want to work like going forward, just because a lot of like Japanese companies are very like you ask like, oh, so what's like the work-life balance like, and then, you know, people get really, and they always say like, you know, people get really into their work, you know, they really like, you know, sometimes you got to stay after work to get things done. I'm like, you guys don't have overtime pay, do you? They're like, no. I'm like, so the fuck, you just
Technically, yes. Because overtime pay is baked into your salary. here
yeah
in
yeah
Japan.
some have that.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Disgusting contracts. Oh my god, horrible. But I get fucking heated. I get heated thinking about this. Like, I can't fucking do it.
Dude, they put me. I'm not sure if you've watched the show in its entirety, but Tombucho, like the big boss, they force him out into some like weird construction yard and a thing by himself. They did that shit to me. I wasn't in a construction yard,
Wait,
but they were like,
they put you in the
Yeah.
metaphorical basement.
yeah,
Wait, seriously?
yeah, no, they did. They separated me from the entire team. They were just like, just do this, and do this in data entry work. That's what you're doing now. I'm just like, oh, okay. And after like a couple months of that, I thought I had like a, you know, screw it, I'm getting paid to do nothing.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Like I thought I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
But then after like a month or two, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna look for something else.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I jumped ship.
I think that's
I mean,
kind
it
of what they do.
works,
It does work,
Right?
yeah.
Like, the unfortunate reality is that kind of thing works because they know that they can't fire you. So that, like, what other option do they have, right? Unless you do something like extremely heinous,
Horrendous,
it's like you're basically there forever and ever until you die or you leave.
Mm-hmm. It's not like you're gonna get any pay raises, and
No, fuck
legally
no.
they could cut your pay by 10% every year.
Yep,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
every year, yeah, technically. I would like to be put into that weird gulag position, but in a role that's like 100% remote, just so I could be like, oh no, you've put me in the metaphorical gulag. Oh gosh, dang it. Guess I have to play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom all day.
All day.
Until you
Fuck.
find out that you have a quota that you have to send a report every day.
Oh god. I'm like, oh sorry guys. I was fighting the sand boss, and he's a pain in the ass, and it took me a long time to get to the work. Sorry about that, boys.
Whatever.
Yeah, literally, it's fucking silly.
Yeah, but it was interesting because I got to learn more about what happens in like social media at the time.
That's good at least.
And
Yeah.
like analytics and everything, how to use hashtags, how to actually grow an audience. So it was actually really bad, but like I basically bumped all of their social media aspects, and when I quit I was like, fuck you guys.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You guys actually had a budget for
Yeah.
spending on ads and stuff.
Mm.
I'm gonna get more followers than you. And that was my main motivation.
I love that.
Motivation through hate. God, if you want to get something done.
Oh, that's oh yeah. That's the Dave. You know, David Goggins has that thing, like he calls it taking people's souls, like taking souls.
Yeah,
Do you know about this?
Yeah,
Fucking
I've
love
heard
it.
him talk about it.
It's his whole like when you're like mad at someone when someone's better than you or something, when someone's like bigger than you or something, you don't say anything to them. Like you don't be like, oh, I'm really mad about the fact that they have more followers, or like, oh, I'm angry at this thing because X, Y, and Z. You say nothing to anyone, and you just quietly grow what you're doing. You quietly get better at it until they come to you. Once they've come to you to be like, hey, we should collaborate, you're like, that's a soul taken. And I love that shit. I'm currently doing.
What you're saying is like you wait until they come to you,
Yeah.
and then you big time them.
Yeah, you quietly get bigger and better by working harder than they're working, and then you go, looks like I'm the big time now, dickhead. And it's great. It's a motivation for hate is a fucking powerful.
Someone
thing,
in the
honestly.
chat has a question for you, Victor. They asked what year was that you worked with that company?
Oh,
If you want to be that specific, I don't know if that'll.
Yeah.
I'll just say it was in the mid 2010s.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Mid 2010s, boys. There you go. There you go. Someone is like tracking.
Someone is like, oh.
Someone is working out, bro.
This motherfucker. All right, hold on.
They're
All
like,
right, it was this guy. Yeah, all right.
All right, what's that Reddit subreddit? Okay. Frame
Yeah.
travel is a prick. Okay.
Yeah.
So then after that company, you eventually went to the Yummy
yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, Yummy Japan, and they were an MCN. If people remember that.
They were,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like watching some Yummy Japan videos on the way here because I was like, I
I'm
remember
Sorry. Why would you torture yourself like that?
because Charlie, I like Charlie.
I love Charlie.
Charlie's, do you know Charlie?
No, I've literally never heard of this
Char-
YouTube channel.
Charlie is what was his channel?
2 Minute Japan.
2 Minute
2
Japan.
Minute Japan.
His whole thing was like he would make these very
Nah, I'm gonna Google
condensed.
it.
It's very fun. He'd make these like condensed videos about like Japan, like 2 minute, very like fast editing, entertaining like things.
Mhm.
They were cool. You could binge like a whole bunch of them.
Is
This
that
whole
the actual like channel name? Is 2 minutes?
Yeah.
yeah,
2
yeah, yeah,
Minute
yeah, yeah.
Japan.
2 Minute Japan.
Weird that it does not come up when I search specifically 2 Minute Japan.
No, numeral 2,
Yeah,
min,
minute
Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
There you
go.
Gotcha. All right.
He like doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He
He
doesn't-
he
left, bro.
retired from it.
He's
He's
done
he's
with it.
actually an editor now. He's
good
working at another really big company out here in Japan. So
Oh, good
really
man, Charlie.
glad that he
Nothing
was
comes
able to
up, so I
retire.
assume it's just like if he hasn't been doing it.
It
For
might
a
just
while,
be
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Just
Oh, that-
somewhere else.
Yeah, he stopped like in 2015.
Yeah, yeah,
16
yeah.
or
I
so.
remember like going through his videos and being like, "Oh, he's not uploaded anything in a long time. I wonder what's going on." But that's good to hear.
Yeah,
That's
he's
good.
retired from the whole creation side of things. He just edits for this other company, and he does it. Oh God, he's such a fucking genius when it comes
He's
to editing.
so good at editing, yeah.
Like he is the powerhouse of when I was doing Yummy Japan with
Yeah.
him. It was thanks to him. If it was just me, no. I did more of the producer type of stuff where I was just like scheduling the content. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna hit up. This is our format moving forward.
Yeah.
Is this? And whenever he'd edit, I'd do a once over, twice over, and be like, yeah, this is it. Add these jokes here. Timing over here. Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Crazy. What the fuck? So it was the entire thing was in house.
Yeah, it was all in house.
That's insane. So it was just you two making, planning, producing like all the content.
Yes,
Basically.
because the main purpose of like Yummy Japan was a multi-channel network.
Oh,
But
that's
they
right,
had nothing about themselves to give people the respect or the trust of, okay, these guys know what they're doing. So my proposition when I joined was, look, we have to show our creators
Yeah.
that we know what we're doing. So we need to
it's
start a channel of our own
Mm.
and show them our growth.
Right.
So that when we tell them, oh, you need to do this, this, and that if you really want to grow, try to stop doing this, focus on this. Nobody's going to trust you if
Yeah.
your channel is dead.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you can't lead
Yeah.
by example at least a little
Exactly.
bit, then it's like,
Mhm.
what? Like, why the fuck am I doing anything for
Yeah.
you? Like,
Yeah,
you-
literally.
You offer me nothing other than I didn't even know, like, even at that time, I can't imagine that, like, what is an MCN doing for you at that time? Because
Jack
like,
shit.
late like 2010s, MCNs were just like nosediving
Oh,
everywhere.
David, I can explain it. I wrote it down what they do.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. Give me a second.
Is the page blank?
No. I have a separate Google document of what they. Hold on. Let me open it up. Okay. Take your money.
Yeah. Okay. No, I knew they did that.
No, that's it. The document's finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I knew they did that. Like that they
That
always just seemed like a not necessarily a scam,
No,
but
no,
just
no,
like
Scam adjacent.
right.
You know.
Fraud.
There you go. There you go.
Just a little bit of fraud.
I mean, the biggest compliment that
Fraud.
we got back in the day was that we offered translation services at the time when everybody was all about captions.
Seriously.
Yeah. So a lot of our
Really?
big creators were just like, oh, here's the video. I need captions by this day. And then we'd send it off somewhere, pay for it, or try to do it in-house.
Yeah,
and
of
we'd
course,
send
yeah.
over the SRTs
Okay.
later. So that's it.
I mean,
And
that's-
we take your money. I didn't see any of that because our budget was fucking a skeleton. Sometimes we'd have to pay out of pocket just to go to some of these places.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Damn, all right.
That checks out. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out.
So
That's
I mean,
horrible.
we fucking hustled. I think the channel itself was dead without like a video uploaded for years.
Yeah.
And we're sitting at maybe 5,000, 8,000 or so subscribers. And within the span of like 6 months, we got it up to 23.
Yeah, they have
And,
like
and this is like 2010s numbers. It's not these days numbers where you can
That's
just
good.
rise.
you're on like 20. The channel like is dead now. It's not been uploaded.
Oh, it's
like,
dead. The
3
company
years.
is dead.
Oh, good. That makes me happy.
That makes me so happy.
Take them off the board.
Yeah.
The dead channel.
I mean,
But-
them being dead, gives me that comfiness where I could pull the covers up and just.
Sleep
It gives you the ability to shit talk them as much as you
Bro,
want
it's
because they're
so-
not gonna sue your ass.
Exactly, yeah. Listen, I have like really bad insomnia, but I sleep so well knowing that like one of my enemy companies has killed themselves. It's such a good feeling. I'm like, why is the bed extra comfortable today?
Yeah, it's just nice. It's just comfy,
What's going on?
Like
Just
the
sit
comfort
back.
is just a little bit more poofy. So
You know what I'm
just-
saying? Like, ooh, are these only good dreams? What is going on?
There we go.
This is crazy. But the company stopped. They grew to about 27.9. It looks like, but
But
when
back
you-
then, that's pretty big.
it's pretty good. When you go through like the channel's videos, so I was like having a little deep dive looking for the videos. The videos with Charlie and Victor are fucking good. It's like 34K, 32K, 15K, 4.2K, 49K, and these are videos that are like, what's the word? It's like I'm trying to think. The channel was like no one was uploading basically. It was like a dead channel. So for these are like really really good views, and then you go all the way to like the latest videos. I guess this is after you guys left.
Yeah.
It's not good. My video.
like sub.
Well, after we
5,000.
left, they didn't do anything, and they were like, I guess we should try to
yeah.
start this up again because they had something good going. It's like, no shit,
It was like
but you
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
us.
this is how big the gap was. So like 5 years ago was the last video that Charlie and Victor uploaded, and then the next video on the channel is 3 years ago. That's a gap of like 2
Wow, a 2-year gap.
years. 2 years is crazy, and then like it's like trash. It goes from like it was like Tokyo Street Food New Ueno, fucking 10 top food reviews, traditional Japanese food, osechi, trying it out, a Japanese beefsteak tongue. Wow, oh my god, it's tongue, it's sendai. Whoa, this is crazy. It's good YouTube content. And then 3 years ago, it's 5 popular Japanese foods, all capital, blindfold challenge. What am I, 10? Fuck off, mate. Crazy meat lovers ramen, all caps. Wild ramen in Waseda. Where the fuck's Waseda?
I
Just
mean,
say
I
Tokyo.
have no bad blood with the new host
That's
because
fine.
they were just talent and they were just hired.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
totally
yeah,
tell
yeah.
that they
Yeah,
were
you
just
can
hired. So I have nothing against them. They were just doing
They
a
were
job.
collecting a
They were just
paycheck.
doing a job.
Poor
But it was
babies.
obvious that the company was just like, yeah, we fucked up. We had something good.
Oh yeah.
We should try this again, but it didn't work.
No,
didn't
it
work.
wouldn't.
And then we had such a loyal audience that they I kind of feel bad for them because most of their comments are like, what the fuck is this? Where's Victor and Charlie? Like even after their like 4th video where they were like, yeah, we're here now. Where the fuck is Victor and Charlie? We don't want this.
Right.
I was just
Hi,
like,
I'm
"Oh,
the
come,
new-
come on, guys.
See, I have to wonder if that's gonna happen somewhat at your previous company.
Maybe a little bit. Oh,
Possibly.
there's little already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see some comments like, you guys should do this video, but have Jordan instead. And I'm like,
It's like,
I'm kind of not there anymore, guys. Sorry. Yeah, it's
I mean,
a-
it is. What
it is what it is basically.
Mhm.
But it's hard though. I think when you cultivate that audience on a certain platform, when you leave that platform, a portion of that audience does come with you.
Yeah.
So like when you left Yummy Japan, did a section of the audience follow you to Frame of Travel? Because I think I read that
Very
you.
few because like even with like Frame of Travel, like I
Yeah.
started that up in 2015, like for
Wow.
photography, and like I hated Instagram.
Yeah.
I thought Instagram was just for posers and hipsters.
I mean, it is, yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this. This is stupid. Why am I gonna upload a square? Who uploads a square image? Ugh.
4x3, get it out of
Yeah,
here.
get it out of here. It's not for me, man. But yeah,
Twitter
then
only.
I drank the Kool-Aid. I drank the Kool-Aid.
It's delicious.
Yeah, because like they released a feature specifically. They're like, well, now you could upload landscape pictures. And I was like,
Oh.
all right, bet. Here we go. So I started just
Mm.
uploading just random stuff, and then I
Mm.
started to slowly gain following. I was like, all
It's
right,
not bad.
let's do this. Let's do this.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Been trying since then, and then I kind of gave up this year.
You give up?
Yeah, because Instagram no longer caters to photographers.
They don't know it's videography now. Literally, it's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all 5-second dopamine hits.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, that's everything now.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
It's YouTube Shorts, fucking TikTok,
Yep.
Instagram.
Yep.
Like it's all the exact same thing. And I find it really like weirdly ironic that Vine died too early.
Yeah, it was ahead of its time.
It was ahead of its time. it fucking died, and then, lo and behold, 5, 6, 7 years later, it's like now the hot shit that everyone has to have the exact same thing as Vine was.
Yeah,
right?
it's Vine 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's it, honestly. I think that's
But now everyone's okay with it now for some reason because we're all fucking Zoomer brained, and you gotta...
Listen, the Kool-Aid is delicious, sweet, and also grape flavored. So if you're not drinking it, you're the weirdo. To be
Right,
completely
yeah,
honest.
sure, fair enough.
Like, when it comes down
But
to
the problem with that is that you get a lot of content that is just not memorable.
it's not.
You find a lot of stuff. It's like, oh shit, this is funny. Okay, what was the creator's name?
Oh,
Do
no.
you remember the handle?
No.
No. You just remember, funny guy doing funny thing.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Next.
And the same thing has happened to photography as a whole. I mean, with the whole cyberpunk phase of 2016, 2020.
Yeah.
Everybody,
I'm still there, sorry.
yeah, everybody's like, wow, saturated colors, this and that, so amazing. And I'm guilty of it as well. I participated in that.
Yeah.
But then, like,
I was part of the problem.
everyone and their mom pushed out all this content where people
Yeah.
are just like, yeah, I don't know who the creator is anymore because it all just looks the same.
Yep.
Right.
And then, like, 80% of those, like, cyberpunk photography people just jumped on the NFT bandwagon.
Oh my god.
And a few of them, yeah, they got successful, good on them. But there was a lot of people who were just writing it out, not for the art, even though their tweet said so. They wanted that money.
Oh, 100%.
And they all burned out once the crypto train started going down.
I mean, if there's money involved, and anyone who tells you, I do it for the art, that man's a fucking
You're a
liar.
You're a
Dude's
liar.
a fucking liar.
Shut the fuck up. The amount of like artists I saw during the big NFT bubble thing that were like, "Wow, are you gonna? My new art piece is called Radioactive Tokyo
Tears
Night."
in the Rain. Don't
Bro,
forget Tears in the Rain.
Oh my
Tears in the Rain.
Fuck off. Like 25 different fucking Tears in the Rain. Guys, this is Tears in the Rain, Shibuya version. It's in Ginza, and it's about me being sad. And I'm like,
And it's a picture of fucking like a Jito Hambaiki.
bro, please pay me 7 Ethereum for this fucking vending machine.
It literally is that, like, photo of thing in Japan is good. I put contrast.
Yeah.
real high.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you get
yeah,
the meme.
yeah.
It's like,
Oh, it's fucking Japan. Yo, you seen this Jito Hambaiki but in Japan?
Right.
Yo, wild as shit, dude.
you ever seen a Coke like this, man?
Bro, look, listen, it's Coke. If I turn it sideways, see that? That's Japanese, you dickhead. And everyone's like, wow.
I mean,
Amazing.
there is something to be said for, like, the aesthetic of urban Tokyo.
Yeah, I
but
like Urban Tokyo.
at the same time, it's like, dude, I've seen it.
Bro, I'm here. I live here. I've seen it, yeah.
Like, I could understand from, like, an outsider as people that are
Right,
not in
okay.
Japan, people have not visited.
Fair enough.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
This,
yeah.
this
jaded
is
as
their
fuck
this
now.
is their gateway. And come on, let's be
That's
real.
fine,
We
yeah.
were like that too.
Yeah.
We were looking at Japan.
A little bit.
I
yeah.
don't feel like I was, but
You know,
maybe-
Probably.
I was.
To some extent, I think everyone was. Like, everyone...
Fair enough.
It is very much a sliding scale of how Japan you are about things. Like,
Right.
I've never once been to, like, Shibuya Crossing and went, oh my god, it's Shibuya Crossing. I'm like, yeah, I got... There's drinks over there. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to cross the street here. Get out of my
I'm trying
way.
to consume those. Like, move that. We have the same thing in London. It's
Well,
an
I mean,
Oxford Circus.
that's why we ended up every time we go to Shibuya, we play the fun game of how many. So we play a
Greatest
game
game. Oh
at
my
Shibuya
God,
Crossing.
so
Anytime
good.
we have to cross Shibuya Crossing,
Before you
we
cross.
all make a prediction when the light is red
How many
about
people are gonna
how
take
many people are going to
selfies?
stop and take a selfie.
Yes. And so it will be everyone just like taking selfies. Wow, my God, Shibuya, selfie. And you got me, David, just screaming like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. And I'm like, oh fuck it, let's go. It's such a good game. Like
Yeah.
I end up playing it like mentally when I cross Shibuya. I'll mentally play that game and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 27. Fuck, it's increasing. Like there was 27 last
That's a good
time.
drinking game right there.
It's a very good drinking game. We do normally play it while
When we're
drunk.
drinking.
We're
yeah,
normally
there
drinking.
you go.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant game. Oh, loser pays for the next round. That's
There you go.
that's the next game.
Mhm.
Fucking
But
brilliant.
yeah,
honestly.
it was specifically like right after the pandemic had started to teeter off.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people
yeah,
were
yeah.
able to come back in.
It's fun.
You noticed it, especially now. You notice it a
Now
lot
it's
more.
It's crazy now.
It's
honestly,
to a point where it's like, man, there's so many fucking foreigners here
There's
now.
so many people here. It's crazy.
Even when it comes to like pictures as well on Instagram, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna copy that cyberpunk style," and like somebody will take a picture of just like a random alley with like
Yeah.
nothing even aesthetic about it, and they'll just
Mm.
blues, purples, tears in the rain, Reddit. Please upvote, please upvote my picture, please. By the way, here's my Instagram handle, 2 followers, them, or
followers,
like all
right.
account.
guys, I'm using an ancient Japanese word.
I mean, I'm
to
not
describe
shitting
this
on them
picture."
trying to do photography, but I'm shitting
No.
on them trying to skip past actually growing
Yes.
and learning how to tell a fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's the thing that's been dying recently. Is like a lot of people just put flashy colors and call it a day because they just want that dopamine hit. But nobody's actually taking photography for the sake of photography itself. It's like, are you taking a picture or are you doing it for Instagram?
That's true.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
we are kindred spirits.
You are.
In that way.
You are, yeah.
Where like, I'll go on vacation, and I think this was like demonstrated in Kumamoto very specifically.
It was.
I took 3 fucking pictures the entire time. That's it. 3. This motherfucker's got like 8 weeks worth of content.
Yeah. I got so much content. I made a reel about like the One Piece statues there. It got like 70.
Actually, I didn't
it got
know
like
there's any out
70.
there.
Exactly. That. So
It's because Oda's from Kumamoto,
Yeah.
so they built all the.
it got like
giant.
73K on. It did well. It did pretty good. But like the I think the difference is I'm very content brain. I'm broken. I'm a content brained man. I know I am. But the content I want to make is like entertaining, engaging shit, but also stuff that like people aren't finding. They don't know exists.
Yeah,
even if you live in Japan. Because I didn't know those fucking One Piece statues. And the second I saw it, I was like, if I don't know these exist, no one knows they exist, and I need to share these. You know what I mean? It was stuff like that basically, and I think it's fine. So like the person that's on Instagram taking like a photo of like a rat in Shibuya, and they're like, wow, this is
Honestly,
called
I think
so
that's
cyberpunk.
Rats in the Rain. Some shit. Like, it's like, yeah, I get it. This is like you're trying to do something. I don't know what you're trying to do, but something. But like, there is very much a massive learning curve that comes from like photography, videography, like social media shit. But when you try to jump that curve, you're gonna find yourself in a really weird situation where you think you're doing artsy shit, but you're not doing artsy shit. You're just kind of being annoying.
when everyone is doing the pretentious artsy shit, then it's like no one's doing it.
Yeah.
really,
Well, that's
like,
the weird thing because they're just drinking their own Kool-Aid.
No, exactly.
Mhm.
It's silly. Listen, if everything's in the rain, is nothing in the rain? Write that down, David.
Right.
I don't know. I just really hate. Hate such a strong word. I really disagree with some of those.
That's okay. We can hate here.
Okay. I really fucking hate. I really fucking despise. I abhor.
I love how we just slide
I
straight into
abhor
it.
these motherfuckers who will post a picture and be like, they'll try to say like some sentimental shit, like the flowers in the rain touch the orchids of life,
Oh my god.
and my dick is hard, or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. They try to say this shit, and then like they upload a picture where they're like,
I love that shit, dude.
and it's so pretentious, and it's just like, how much of this do you really believe? Are you okay?
Have
Do
you
you
not?
need a hug? Do you need a hug?
Have you seen the best ones where it's like, you see it on like Twitter more than Instagram for anything, but it'll be like, oh my god, I found this ancient and wise Japanese word that perfectly sums up my feelings of promiscuity and confusion.
It's called onani.
It's called onani. It's called onani.
Onani.
There's also it's untranslatable. It's very hard to say.
Yeah.
There's also another one. It's called it's onigiri. Wow, beautiful sound. I think it translates to jellied donut. It's wonderful.
Dude,
It's amazing.
I'm so touched.
Are you
I'm so
feeling
touched.
it?
Did you know that Japanese people they like to lick the doorknobs?
Yeah. Of
It's
course.
so crazy.
Oh no, I know.
All the Japanese people
It's
do
wild.
it.
It's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's made out of chocolate.
I know.
I
They
watched
bite
docu-
into
you
it.
see that?
I can't believe it.
I watched the documentary. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
amazing.
All Japanese, every household.
Every household.
Listen,
Every household.
couldn't understand the word documentary, but from what I understood, sometimes doorknobs made from chocolate and shoes. It was
Crazy.
amazing.
Every house.
Mhm.
It's like a hide and seek game.
It's terrible in summer.
It's fucking. That's why no one likes Japanese summer, because my
Yeah.
doorknobs keep melting.
Oh, what the fuck?
You ever,
Fuck's sake!
you ever just grab your doorknob and rip it off the door?
Shit. I knew I shouldn't have bought a Hershey's.
This is why no one locks their door in Japan. 'Cause there's no point.
This is why no one shakes hands in Japan, because everyone's hands are covered in chocolate. This is where bowing started.
Right.
It was,
And it's still dripping. Like, shit, this one's a little nutty.
hey, touch the doorknob to stay? No.
No. Toilet.
No paper. I had to do what I had to do. Oh my god, dude. I got so many questions. Hold on. How did you actually get into photography? So I know you had a long career sort of working different forms of like videography with companies and stuff, but what made the jump to like photography?
Good question. Initially, I wanted to be a YouTuber.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Really?
way back in like 2007.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's back when I was watching like Community Channel and like Nika Higa and like a bunch of other like original YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like a shitty camera and started filming stuff, and I was like, this is stupid. I can't do this alone. I can't do this. All right, I give up. So then I gave up a couple years, and then I bought a Canon 7D, which could do video. Wow, amazing!
Nice.
Like 1080p. Ooh, back in the day.
That's wild.
And then I tried shooting videos again. I was just like, I can't. I don't know what to do. What's my theme? It was just like, hi guys, I'm here bowling. Look at me bowl. And then cut to me finally getting a strike after 3 games. Wow, look at that strike. Wow, I'm so cool. Come on. Thanks for follow, subscribe. Don't forget to leave a video response.
Oh my god, video responses.
And then like,
oh Jesus.
Yeah, so like I gave up because I knew my content was trash. So I was like, well, fucking spent like $2,000 on this camera.
Jeez, yeah.
All right, let me take pictures, I guess.
David's gesturing to the camera on his wall.
Yeah, but then like after that, that's when I got into photography a little bit. And then when I moved to Japan, I actually had a blog for a while because like I was like family back at home, they don't know anything about Japan. So I was like,
True.
All right, I went to Tokyo Tower. Here's the pictures I took, and here's like all the information you need to know. And initially it was for my family, but then it started to grow a following. I was like, all right.
It's the
That's
Patrick,
weird.
It's the Patrick meme.
It's weird.
Who are you people? Who are these people?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I didn't really take it seriously until I got hired at that one company.
Yeah.
Because they were like, copyright's a problem.
Yeah.
We can't just go on Google because we're trying to do this legitly. So we need to replace the majority of all of our Creative Commons images with actual pictures. So Victor, go out and shoot. And I was like,
Fucking hell.
okay. So there'd be like weeks at a time where I would just go out to places and just shoot.
Wow.
And then jumped on the whole Instagram bandwagon. I was like, all right, let's give this a shot. And then I slowly kind of went from there. I think the most difficult part was trying to find what niche I wanted to fill and what I wanted to do. And I still don't know, to be honest.
It's hard, honestly.
I still don't know.
I mean, you've put yourself in a good position with the name sort of like Frame of Travel. It gives you sort of the access to sort of do, in a sense, whatever you want, you know?
Kinda,
as
yeah.
long as it's like travel related to some extent.
Like frame of travel comes from the concept of like frame of mind. Like what kind of frame of mind are you when you go somewhere, when you travel? So frame of travel. And initially it was supposed to be like a Roker account where I would share the account login details with somebody in XYZ scene.
Yeah.
Because when people visit Japan or people visit somewhere new, depending on what you're into, who you are, your perspective is so much different from everybody else.
It's true.
Right.
So like if you're like a super weeb otaku, you're going to go to Akiba. But why are you passionate about it? What is it that makes it an emotional experience for you to experience, to see these faces in person? Same thing with like music junkies. You go over to like Dogenzaka area, you go to the clubs. There's like hardcore like reggae clubs, there's rock clubs, there's like emo trip clubs and stuff like that.
Yep.
There's something for everybody when you come to Tokyo. But the problem is that they're all in their small niches and nobody ever finds out or knows about it, let alone knows the stories of why it's so prolific out here in Japan.
It's true, yeah.
Because when people think of Japan, it's just the golden route, you know, Osaka, Kyoto, Tokyo, and that's it. But there's so much more. So I wanted to share this account details with somebody, which I weirdly know everybody everywhere, and have them share their perspectives in order to widen up what is actually out here in Japan, aside from just Asakusa and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Aside from Tears in the Rain.
Aside from Tears in the Rain.
Rats in Shibuya, honestly. So,
yeah.
That's pretty good. So, but did you actually end up sharing the
Oh, hell no. I'm shy as shit, and I don't like reaching out to people. Hell no. Hell no. I was thinking about hitting up some people. I'm just like, I don't know. What if they're going to reject me? And I have like a huge fear of rejection. So I'm just like, I just do my own thing.
I just
do my own thing. I don't like people.
That's fair enough.
You and David are spirit.
I shed my own tears in the rain.
I mean, I think as someone who's like I want to start doing YouTube, but again, like I'm in the same position that you were probably 10 years ago, where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, like even despite the fact that now there's like a lot more resources for like, here's how you edit a video, here's how you do this. It's like,
The base is still necessary, though. You
Yeah,
either
it-
have
it
to
is.
provide a value to
Yep.
an audience, you have to sell something that only you could provide,
Mm-hmm.
or you just have to have a really charismatic personality.
Yeah, basically.
And if you don't have at least one of these, you're destined to fail.
Yep.
100%. Yeah. Very glad I got the charismatic personality. a man is out here. Oh, but you in saying this, I'm for those watching, I'm constantly looking at my phone because I have a whole thing of questions on it.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Yeah. I've been. This has been my guiding force for the entire podcast. But you've jumped from sort of not jumped from, but you've sort of gone back to videography now, haven't you? So you're doing like more YouTube stuff now, and you've started diving into like streaming as well, which is fucking cool.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I dived back into YouTube. I've had like 4 different channels that I've started, and I'm just like, this time I'm really gonna stick to it. And then I realized I really hate editing.
I hate edit. Yeah,
I hate editing.
I hate it.
Because I'm not a good storyteller. Because like you said, when you go to a place, you travel and you enjoy it, and then maybe you'll take a picture.
Sure, yeah.
I'm with you. I am not in the creator's sense of like, okay, this is how I'm gonna frame it. This is how I'm gonna get the audience to react. I'm just like, I'm there, and if I have my camera with me, then okay, cool. All right, next step. Here we go.
Yep.
And then I go to the editing screen here in Premiere. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Can't use anything.
I can't even piece this together. I mean,
These sure are pictures.
Yeah, that's the difficult part. So like, I'm a shitty storyteller, and trying to do that on YouTube, I just give up. I'm still trying in a sense, but I don't know. And the whole thing with like streaming is just like, I noticed there's not really people teaching others about photography, let alone how to edit.
No.
And like, I'm very much, I'm very much the person that's just like, oh, you really like this shot and you're into photography and you want to learn how to do this? Yeah, fuck it, come on in, let me teach you. As opposed to everybody else who's like, buy my presets, just one click of a button, and you'll have a banger.
Oh, and you'll be a professional in no time.
Yeah,
there are so many people selling presets recently. I realized this. I never understood it because like
I get it because there is so much setup that for most people they will burn out before they even start. Like for example, like setting up this stream, right?
Yeah.
It took a lot of work to even get it to where it is now.
Yes.
And even now, I'm like, this is fucking busted. This doesn't fucking work. This needs to be fixed. The audio shit, right? So like, if I could just go, okay, I'm gonna press a button and it works, and then I'll tinker with this, and this.
Yeah.
Fine. If I gotta pay like $50, like who gives a shit? Like then I can start.
Yeah.
Then once I think the idea is like, okay, well then once I start making money, I can just hire someone to do like that back end stuff for me. It's like, well, you'll never fucking get to that point if you have not learned the basic stuff.
I think from my understanding as well, especially from like worked in creative companies for like a long time type thing, if you are coming into the game with like the exact same thing other people are doing, so if you buy someone's presets, you are coming into the game with literally the exact same thing.
Yeah, you're just a clone.
You're a clone. Yeah, no one. So why would I care? Like, I've seen the original. It's like a lot of like TikTok is like there's a lot of like a sketch comedy on TikTok.
Right.
And I'll watch. There's one guy, I forget his account, but he always pops up. I follow him. It's really fucking funny. And he does all these like weird Snapchat style videos on like TikTok, and they're hilarious. It'll be stuff like, oh, when your boss follows you on Instagram, and then all the stories are like, wow, he's like, working some overtime. Whoa, love getting these reports on. I'm like, this is fucking funny. This is brilliant. Hilarious video. 10 out of 10. Had a good time. And then I'll see the exact same video from someone else, and they're like, oh, when your boss adds you on Instagram,
Right.
I'm working the overtime. The reports are being done. I'm like, this is like a shit version of the thing I've just seen. And I'm like, you click the profile, and of course you have like a third of the audience because you've done a third of the work. Like you won't get anywhere by copying someone's presets, by copying someone's style.
I mean, there's merit to having an original idea, right?
Yeah. You need an original idea. It's not.
I just think it's greed that drives it, for the most part.
Greed,
because people that have money will be like, oh, then I'll just buy this, and then with those presets, because they'll just be automatically bangers. I'm gonna grow my audience, and then I could do the same, and then I can make money.
Right.
And then that whole monetization aspect that people feel that they could also do is what's driving a lot of this.
The
that
driving
people are just
force
looking for
is
shortcuts.
making money at the end of the day,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
It's like, I don't want to do a traditional job, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to make money, right? And like some people, okay, they'll push through and they'll get to where they need to be. But I would say a majority of people just give the fuck up One, because it's hard, and two, because I feel like in some aspects that boat has sailed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has. Which boat? The boat of
just like YouTube streaming, like to some extent, of course, you can grow and you can become big. I think you can.
Yeah.
But the pool is widening.
It is
all the time. It's getting harder and harder.
I have the opposite opinion of you. I have the complete opposite. Mine is, it is always the time to start. So like,
I'm not saying it's not the time to start. I'm talking about follow through.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. It's always the time to start. If you start and you follow through and you make the content's original, it's good, it's entertaining, you will eventually boom. Like you can. It's consistency when it comes at the end of the day.
We've been doing this podcast for fucking 4 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Our audio
So
bases.
Have we made a single penny? Fuck no.
Oh no, we got free stuff though. Yay.
I mean,
Apart from
now year 4 we got free stuff.
Yeah, but
year 1, 2, and 3.
Of course not, because it takes that long.
Yeah, exactly.
It takes that long,
and that's what I mean, right?
I agree,
People
I
are gonna
agree,
burn out year 1 and 2, even if they get that far.
Yeah, it's true. As we said, consistency would always be key. You gotta keep hammering it home, basically. Like for example, even there are people who try to take shortcuts, basically, and I always say like, do not do that. Like someone I know who's like, they do like a modeling. And they're trying to make modeling their like full-time job, and then they had like 4,000, 5,000 followers, and I'm like, you're doing really well. Come on, you're gonna make it. Keep working hard. And then out of nowhere, 37,000, and I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, what? That's crazy. What happened? And they're like, oh, I went to an event and I just gained all these followers, and I'm like, this is suspicious. I was like, hold on, why are all your likes hidden?
Still the same, yeah.
No, they're all hidden now.
They're
I was
hidden
like,
now.
bro, they're hidden. I was like, I can see your views on like your reels. You can't hide those. Like, you're getting like no views, bro. Like, I was like, did you buy these followers? And they're like, no. And they got super defensive. And I was like, hey, listen, when you work for a company, they ask to see your back end. So they're gonna see how many likes and stories and stuff they're getting. And if they pay you money to work with you, and then you post whatever you're posting, and then it has like 10 likes, they're going to be like, oh, that's fraud.
Yeah, they gotten smarter now.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Back in the day, you used to get.
Bro, yeah. Back in the day, you could get away with that shit. You could be like, look, I have 100,000 followers. And the companies go, okay.
Yeah.
Here's the money. Do the thing. And you go, I've done the thing. And they go, cool.
Oh, like the smartest thing in the world back then. I never did this, but I caught wind of it a lot. Is basically people would reach out to companies and say, I could guarantee you 1 million PV on this thing. And come, whoa, crazy. But here's our quote. You need to pay us 10,000 up front. So what they would do is that they would take that money and then they would use that money that they got from the customer to put 30% of that in marketing in order to reach that. And after they reached that, they'd cut the ads and they'd pocket the rest. And it was just this revolving cycle. And the companies would always be like, Subarashi! Wow!
You've done it.
Here's the next contract. And they would be using the client's money to get to their goals to pocket the rest. And I'm just like, that's so fucking like giga brain. But at the same time, it's so fucked up. Dude, you can't do that anymore. Companies have wised up.
Some companies, I'm not going to say who, but some companies I've heard of were still doing this up until...
Oh, dude, I'm not surprised.
2.5 years ago.
If it works, it works. Don't reinvent the wheel.
Bro, if it works, it works. Like I've seen things like, oh, but we promised the company, we promised the client that this would have like X amount of page views. So now we have to buy ads on it. And I'm like, bro, this is suspicioso. Don't do this. I'm like, but they're like, oh, we have to. I'm like, I didn't hear anything. I'm not involved. My ears are fucking absolutely insane.
Before you go to another question.
Oh, shit.
We got to throw it to...
Yes, we do.
Some... why is my brain not working?
We have a quick...
Cross-promotion. That's the
There
word.
you go.
It's meant to be halfway, and it's not this week. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's based at the end.
Whatever.
Give us 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's David Petrangelo, one of your hosts from Remember 64, the podcast that goes on the totally tubular journey through the Nintendo 64's library. Join us as we dive into classics from Nintendo, Rare, and into the early days of polygons and 3D worlds. Yes, we're covering it all from top of the charts down to the dingy basement and everything in between. We may even find a few hidden gems.
Ooh, intriguing.
Remember 64, only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
Just comments frame
And
of
we're back.
Someone commented frame of DDR.
Oh, I used to do that.
You used to do Dance Revolution?
Well, yeah, before my leg.
Reverb on the cross promotion. Okay, well, it doesn't come out in the audio version, so
Yeah, we
Oh,
good.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
you'll
don't
have
worry
to
about
deal with the 20 seconds of reverb.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's.
We good.
I'm currently very quickly scrolling through the comments. I've not been looking at them all episode. There's
I've
one.
been reading them,
Thank
picking
you.
and choosing.
I'm gonna says that there's One Piece statues. Yes, there's One Piece statues in Kumamoto. Check my Instagram. There's a read about it. It's very, very cool.
You 1,000 billion million% need a car to get to half of them, though.
Yes, you can access like Luffy. You can access like Chopper and stuff.
Yeah, Chopper's in Luffy and Chopper.
They're
are
in the city.
Kumamoto,
Yeah.
but the other one, like, was it Nami, Sanji,
Jinbei's way out
Jinbei
there.
is like in the fucking ocean.
Yes, Zoro you can get to by bus basically, but like the rest are like
Fucking
Usopp is by train you're fine, but like the rest are fucking ridiculous.
who is it? Robin is at like a university campus.
Yes.
That is closes at like 2 p.m.
Yes.
So like if you're not in the middle of it's like an agricultural campus.
Yeah.
For like farming in the mountains in Kumamoto. So if you're not there at like 10 a.m., good luck.
And I wanted to see giant Robin. I was very upset. She's like 8 feet tall. Because
Yeah, it's like
it's like
canonical
it's,
heights.
yeah, it's life
Oh,
size.
wow, okay.
So like you could see like life size Robin, and I was like, bro, this is why we're here. And it was like, oh, we can't go and see because they closed the campus.
closed.
I'm like,
That's
but I'm here. I wanted to see 8
time to
foot.
break in.
I wanted to see 8 foot tall Robin.
Honestly, there's probably no one there, so it would have been fine.
Honestly, yeah. But anyway, yeah, DDR, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Going for stuff. Thanks for the questions and comments, guys. I am going to scroll through a little more afterwards. This is how much I knew you didn't like editing. One of my questions was, how's editing? You stressing about it as much as I am? Was it literally one of the fucking questions?
So video editing,
Yeah.
I despise just because I can't do the storytelling thing.
It's hard, yeah.
When it comes to photography editing, I take it from a scientific kind of point of view because
Yeah.
I'm very much on that side of things.
Mm.
I see the lever, I see a dial, and I go left, right, left, right. Where do I like it? Okay, about like 27.
Yeah.
Cool. Move on to the next.
Mm.
And I found like my workflow of like what are the most drastic changes in photography. So these are the most drastic. So I want to do these first.
Yeah.
And then go through like the fine details and then touch up wherever masks are needed, etc.
Yeah.
So it's a very scientific approach.
Mm.
I don't think about, like I said this on stream the other day, I don't think about this bullshit. Oh, Fibonacci spiral, leading lines, rule of thirds. I don't think of anything. To me, it's just like, is this aesthetic?
Yeah.
Does this look nice? Are the colors okay? Is it overbaked?
Yeah.
It's fine.
But at least you know what those things are.
Yeah.
I think if you told like the layman, like, hey, do you know about the Fibonacci spiral? They'd be like, the fuck is that?
No,
Is this
yeah.
some kind of macaroni?
Yeah, 100%. Delicious with a good fucking bolognese. Yeah, it's wonderful. Of course I know what about it. Couldn't be an idiot.
Yeah.
You're right, though. But, like, it's about taking the thing you like doing and sort of, like, simplifying it down to its, like, base form.
Yeah.
Is the best way to do the thing. Like, there's no point me, like, fucking crying about the fucking bologna spiral when I could just be sliding things and working out what works, basically,
Exactly.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And like I got asked the question the other night that was basically like, why don't you like stop your edit and then come back to it 2 days later with like fresh eyes to redo it? And I was like,
no.
because this is for social media and nobody gives a fuck about the quality.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like people just care about, is it flashy, is it colorful or not?
Yeah,
And
pretty
then
much.
you're gonna have people being like, oh, I love the one with the blue. I was like, bitch, they all have blue.
You will have blue.
They all have
It's all
they
blue.
have blue. It's all blue.
Honestly, yeah.
Like
No,
if it's
right.
gonna be for like an actual like an art piece or something I'm gonna put on display, then yeah.
That's
I mean,
different.
like one of my most favorite iconic pictures is of Nachi Falls, and I spent 3 weeks editing that son of a bitch.
Wow.
3 weeks.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's a great photo.
Yeah,
fucking
and it's like one of my
fantastic
most proudest pictures. The same thing with like the one of Ginza Onsen, the one that I did a video about like a couple years ago. It's like if that picture really means something to me, I will spend the time editing, and I hope it shows. But for this cookie cutter shit that I'm putting on Twitter or Instagram, I'm not gonna be wasting my time on that just for some punk kid or somebody just be like, oh, cool, next.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to talk shit on my followers because thank God I actually have good followers who actually understand the process and appreciate some of the shots that I take. But for like the general audience, I'm sorry, I don't really give a fuck.
No,
Yeah.
it kind of is what it is. Like you have your core group of like fans. You have your core group of like your most engaged, entertaining fans. So those are the guys who are going to be like watching you on stream, listening to this podcast, hanging out in the chat. Like these are the boys that
Right.
I'm like. When I make stuff, I'm thinking of those people.
Right,
Like
right.
I'm making stuff for you guys. My core audience, you're my boys. So for my Instagram, it's like maybe 3,000, more than most. It's like 3,000 people are my core audience. I know they're gonna show up in some regard or another, and I'm like, I love you guys, and I'm making shit for you. So if someone comments like, "Wow, I really wanted to learn more about Komedo Coffee," I'm like, bet I'll make you another reel. I'm making another reel about Komedo Coffee just for you and the 3 other people that said, "Wow, Komedo Coffee, that's cool." And then if it turns out it has like 100,000 views, I'm like, did those 3 guys enjoy it? Yeah. Wow. Quick, shut the fuck up. I'm looking for the 3 guys. Like, yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're now following, but you've just found me, and that's cool. This is like a new friendship. We're starting something brand new. This is great. I'd love to have you on board. I can't wait. Join my crew. But where my boys at?
Yeah.
Who've been following me when I had like 5 you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are
Right,
people
exactly.
that
Yeah,
make it.
exactly.
And I think that's a really important thing to like to get across to the audience, basically, like 100%.
Yeah, I'm not against, like, please give me a follow.
Yeah.
Let me grow. I want to grow.
I wanna grow as well. Come
but
on.
at the same time, it's like, I think I prefer my actual core audience because they
Yeah.
recognize who I am kind of as a person and what to kind of expect.
No, exactly.
Because they know I'm not in it to make money. I'm not in it for fame. I'm not in it for I don't know, trying to get clout or anything.
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah,
it
yeah.
to try to learn photography
Live the
and try to
best.
share that.
Right.
I just like making
Because
cool
you
shit.
actually enjoy doing it.
I actually give a fuck about
Right,
it, you
right,
know?
right.
God forbid.
God forbid, like,
God
care.
forbid,
Like,
yeah.
I'll wrap this up myself with one more question.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big one, but our listenership, both who's listening live now, people who are listening to the audio, they want to come to Japan. A lot of them do. A lot of them live in Japan, but a lot of them want to come to Japan.
Oh, this is a big question.
Oh, this is
you
the
know,
big
yeah.
question.
And the ones that want to come to Japan, a lot of them don't want to teach English. So a lot of them want to do something other than teaching English. So one of my questions was like, you do a little bit of like freelancing, don't you, when it comes
Yeah,
to
yeah, I do.
How is freelancing in Tokyo? Do you find there's an abundance of contracts and work? Is there enough to go around? How do you find the work? Is it connections you've made, or is it just like people randomly coming up to you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thank you. I'm sorry. That's why I left it.
It's a very open-ended question, too.
I do apologize.
Okay, so let's get things started off with the most immediate thing. Depends on your visa. You can't just be coming out here teaching English and expect to do freelance jobs because that's illegal.
Someone's writing notes right now.
Yeah, that's
Illegal.
that's illegal. You
Double
get your ass
circle.
kicked out of the country.
Yeah, you will.
So
Yeah.
you have to get a visa that allows you to do all sorts of work, which is like either
mhm.
a spousal visa or God, I don't know because I don't have experience in that.
Spouse visa, you get like a stamp.
I have the
Yeah,
humanities visa,
humanities
which lets
visa.
you do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. Or I got an international something visa.
Yeah.
But I think from what I remember, if you do want to do freelancing stuff, you need to go to the immigration and be like, hey, I want to freelance. Here's like a contract.
They'll approve it or not.
Yeah, they'll approve it.
Right,
Stamp your little thing saying you can work, and then you can start like.
Which
doing
seems like a
freelance
fucking
contracts.
pain in the ass because
It is.
going to immigration is like
It is.
walking into Satan's asshole. 'Cause
It's
that place
horrible.
Is the fucking worst.
It smells and has the same temperature.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
awful. Good luck, boys. If you want to do freelance.
Yeah, so you need to have that visa, and if you don't, then don't even try to learn about freelancing because it's just not gonna happen.
No, yeah,
period.
that's literally step.
You can
step
do it
one.
on the table, but again, it's sketchy as hell, and is it really worth risking getting deported?
Yeah, that's
Right.
No, not if you want to
No.
stay here long term.
Mm-hmm.
But as to how I get my freelancing stuff, honestly, networking. Let's be real.
There we go. Yeah.
At networking, it's about going to events. It's about being social, which I'm really bad at. I'm really bad at. I don't do good at social events with a lot of people. I'm that guy that sticks to the corner. And I'm just like, if people talk to me, cool. If not,
Are you me? Are you me?
dude, I don't like social. Like when we
I
go to the
fucking
Artley
hate it.
events, I
Dude,
like
I
hide in
fucking
the
hate
corner.
it.
I can't handle it. Like, even if like my friends are there, because
Let's
it's
just
like,
hang out in the corner, bitch.
yeah, yeah, I'm fine with that. Because the thing is, like, I have a very chameleon-like personality where my personality depends on who I'm hanging out with, and I
Right.
I draw that energy,
Yeah.
and then I kind of share that,
Exude it,
you know.
Yeah.
So when you're mixed in a situation where it's like, okay, I could talk Pokemon with this guy, I could talk photography with this guy, and this guy's all about social media and YouTube, this and that. But when that kind of gets mixed, my brain goes like in a haywire mode. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to talk about. This is so weird.
Too many things.
It's like a clash of niches, just I don't know, mixing up, and it's weird.
I've always described it as being like a social chameleon,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where you can adapt to any situation, but if you're on like some shit that's like it's too many colors at once, or it's too many.
It's
things
overwhelming.
At once. You're just like, I gotta pick one.
Yeah.
And go.
I jump between I swim. I'm just swimming in pools, bro. I'm an Olympic diver, and I'm just like, you want me to dive here? Yeah, I'll dive there, easy. What's this about? We're talking about curry. Yeah, I'm talking about curry. What's this? Photography? Yeah. I snap some shots. Yeah, I'm like the polar opposite. I'm like swanning around these events, like I'm in my element.
See, that's why I need people like you to like leech off of and just be like, protect me, please.
This is why I drag David to events. I'm like, I'll drag David along, and I'll be like, all right, we're here now. Let's
because
do
it's
event
like
things.
it's like by the end of that night, I'm just like.
I can always tell.
I feel really bad because like some people come up to talk to me and I'm just like, I don't fucking care. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I fucking do that so
like,
much,
I'm done
and it's not because I don't like them.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm burnt. I'm spent.
Yeah.
I'm spent.
I normally look out for it. Like I'll see when David's battery is the lowest, and I'm like, all right, David's battery is dead. I'm gonna jump.
I'm gonna dip.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay close to David to make sure like if he's like done, I can just jump in. And
Yeah.
be like, The band is tired.
I remember specifically a situation. It was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And the guy like commented on my shirt or something because I was wearing like a specific artist shirt. And he's just like, oh hey man, like I like your shirt, and I'm like, thanks. And he's like, do you like this artist? And I'm like, yep. And then just like, right there. I'm just like, I'm done.
Dude,
Do you like this artist?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm completely like that as well. But like these events are important because you get to network
It's true. Yeah.
and you get on people's good side, and
Yeah. It's important.
you offer basically your services, what you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a good track record, then after that, it's just about word of mouth.
It's true. Yeah.
If you do a good job and if you're professional about it, then you'll get people asking you to do more stuff. Because like right now, I've done stuff with several like big companies out here and several big YouTubers and stuff. But whenever I get hired for that, you have to remember, you have to be professional.
Right.
No,
You could be friends over here, but when they hire you for something, you have to be on the
it's a
ball. You
job.
have to be professional.
Yeah, it's so important.
It's a job. Do your job. And if you don't, they're not going to call you back.
It's true. No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so you have to kind of keep that in mind when it comes to more freelancing stuff. There are freelance work, jobs available like on Craigslist occasionally, but those are sketchy.
Don't do that.
Those are really sketchy. So if you're really desperate, I wouldn't recommend it.
No, don't do that.
So don't, don't. It's better to just do word of mouth or just wait until you get hit up.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, build up like a
But
portfolio
don't
and such.
expect to get hit up like your first year or first week like a lot of people do, and that's why they get all upset and angry. Dude, it took freaking 6 years for me to finally get hit up by a company saying, hey, would you like to go on a trip
Right.
and take pictures for us? 6 years.
I just got that this week. This week, I got my first, hey, do you want to do some influencer shit? And I'm like, me?
Yeah.
What? And I'm like, I've been doing this for years. I've nothing, never anything. And I've got 2 this week being like, hey, do you want to take some content? And I'm like, I'll do that. And the next one was like, hey, do you want to come down to this potential project we have? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So like, it takes a long time, honestly.
Yep.
It's a stupid, annoying hill one has to climb.
So
I
that
agree.
being the case, I would assume that you need some kind of like 9 to 5-ish
Yes.
type job.
Yeah, which is why I like my current
Yeah.
job doing the QA
Right.
stuff, because that pays for the expensive cameras and everything else that I do.
Right, because I think people who maybe are like looking at it from afar just think like, oh, Victor, he just does photography. That's how.
Yeah,
he
a
does
lot
it,
of
right?
people have
yeah.
that concept. No, not the case. And I'm very honest and blunt about it all the time. I guess it's just new people that keep coming in, I guess.
100%. It has to be, honestly. They think, oh, Victor, he takes some photos and he streams and he makes all the money. Wow.
Shit, I wish!
Bro.
I wish!
Yeah, bro.
Bitch,
don't we
I'm
all?
broke.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? Let me tell you. Listen, if I could just stream all day and just be drinking coffee and chilling, hanging out, that's all I would
That's
do.
the dream right
That's
there.
the dream
That's
right
the dream.
there.
Instead
me
I have
a-
to pay like $2,000 out of my pocket just to go to some fucking shrine out in the woods,
Bro.
take one shot and get 15 likes for it, and be like, yeah, money well spent.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
well fucking spent. Honestly, I've done that. Taking a whole fucking reel and then Instagram being like, oh, actually, this sound, it doesn't work internationally, so
fuck you.
fuck you. And I'm like, great, that's fucked up my
Yeah.
entire thing for the week. Dickheads. Yeah, classic.
All right. Do we want to move to, as the last thing, we'll move to the questions from
I'll go for it.
Instagram that people have sent us.
Rapid
Do you have
fire me
anything
some.
else that you?
I'm fine. Rapid fire me the Instagram
Okay,
questions, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Okay, so we'll go through just top to bottom here because there's a fucking lot of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So Dixon, do you know Dixon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
love Dixon.
He asks, I don't know if you know this, Victor, but he asks, what are the rules or laws in regarding shooting with drones? Do you ever use drones?
I've never used a
Never
drone.
did.
I know that Japan has like a registration system that you need to do. That's
They do,
100% mandatory.
It's more than I knew. So
And
I'm learning.
then
Yeah.
you could use like the DJI drone application to let you know where legal areas and where aren't legal areas.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's pretty cool.
Do your research though. Don't get arrested.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems like a bad.
Imagine
Yeah.
getting arrested for flying a drone. It's fucking lame, bro. Fuck.
Okay, we'll keep just moving down here. Do you believe after 10,000 hours? So I guess this is the thing. It's like if you do something,
Something
for
you're telling that you
10,000
master
hours,
it?
master it, that you are a master at photography. Do you
Hell
think?
no.
No.
Fuck no. Fuck no. You're stupid if you think that. There's always something new to learn. I'm not
Right.
knocking on that question because that's what everybody says.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
No, but there
Something
will
to learn, yeah.
always be something to learn,
Mhm.
either from your generation, past generations, or upcoming new generations.
It's true, it's true, it's true.
So, like for example, I don't want to go too deep into it, but like AI stuff, how to incorporate AI into
Mm.
photography. That's something that's new. That's breaking ground,
We discussed
and
this
it's going to be
before.
something moving forward. So, how can you adopt it in a manner that is still authentic to your photography?
It's true.
Right.
It's new ground, so you're always going to be learning something.
That's a good
'Kay.
answer.
How is photography viewed as a career in the view of Japanese people? Like
Worthless.
Worthless, yeah.
Worthless because you could pick up anybody from some like one of those freelance websites, and
they just go, yeah,
yeah,
whatever,
they
you're
use
good
you
enough.
for a day, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah,
enough.
literally.
Yeah.
Are there photography snobs in Japan just like there are in America?
Oh, of course. There's a bunch of fucking dickheads out here.
Tons. What the
Bro, there's so many little fucking groups of like, oh, we just do street photography. We're so amazing, and they suck each other's cocks
Name
every
and shame.
Tuesday.
Name
Can
and
you,
shame.
do you want to join my photo walk next week? We're gonna walk from Ginza to Tachikanoobaba. We're gonna take all the photos.
sure to pre-register. It's $20 per person. One drink included.
Fucking, that's money not well spent.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to modify this question
Go for
a
it.
little bit because it'll sound better. What is the worst or least used lens you bought and then never used?
Fuck, I have one of those as well. Go on.
A 10 to 16 millimeter APS-C lens that I bought for my 7D way back in 2013. And I thought it was going to be amazing because, wow, so wide, so amazing. But it only works with crop sensor.
Yep.
And I could modify it to work with some of my newer lenses, but then you get this super fisheye lens, and then everything's black in the corner. So that's actually worthless. Paid
Okay.
$500 for that.
Bro, I had a 70 to 300 like telescope lens that I just never use.
Really?
It's good for like long like shots, but I just don't use it. It just sits in my drawer. I've used like 3 times in my life.
You gotta use it, man. Compression.
It's a great lens, but I'm just like, oh, when can I use this? Like, but I take photos of the moon of it sometimes. It's sick, bro. It's great. I'll show you some snaps. It's fucking sick. So
Right.
go for it.
I guess on the flip side of that question, if you could only have one lens to use forever, what would it be?
24 to 70 millimeter, 2.8.
Bro, easy.
Wow, okay.
No,
that was-
yeah, same.
Yeah.
It's the best lens.
It's the best.
It's the best lens,
Like
yeah.
if that's the only thing you'll ever have. That.
Yeah, literally. As the question went, I thought the same thing. And you said it. That was really weird for me. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've answered this question. It was how can you make a living with photography?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
answer is
You
can't.
don't.
You can't. You don't.
You don't
It's the best. episode.
teach English, boys.
Yeah. Get fucked. Teach English.
Yep. What are your thoughts on Hasselblad cameras? I have no idea what Hasselblad
I have a
cameras are.
friend, Alfie Goodrich, who's an ambassador for Hasselblad.
Crazy expensive ones.
They're crazy expensive,
Yeah.
and some of the photography that he's done with those cameras and lenses are absolutely amazing. I don't have the money for that. I don't make enough money to actually even get into those kind of cameras, so
I thought so. Yeah.
I can't honestly give a real opinion.
It's one of these.
That looks like some hipster shit.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but It's really nice stuff. I would like to try it again with like a Leica as well, but I just don't have the money to invest into that right now.
How much is it? I didn't see a price tag.
Yum, 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 yum.
I'm gonna guess since you said it's expensive, it's
like over 10
capping
grand.
a grand. Oh, 10 grand. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
grand. No,
Wait,
like 10
Jesus.
grand or more just for like some of the lenses and the bodies alone.
It's like a
Why?
there's a way
Because it's a. I forgot the actual frame. It's not like a full frame. It's like a full, it's like usually like 100 megapixels or more.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's like
wow,
a mega
okay.
camera.
Okay.
They're impressive. They're very
Yeah.
very cool. They're like so the Jesus fucking Christ. So the X2D 100C will run you about 8,000. Somewhere it's in euros, 8,000 euros,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, that's the cheapest one.
Wow.
So the lenses alone are like, wow, fuck me,
Yeah.
5,000 euros for like one lens. But if you want to get the 907X anniversary edition kit, that's 15,000 euros. That's
Only 15,000.
Yeah, it's only 15,000.
some of these lenses that David, no. David, what the fuck? You want to get the one you want is the big with the one sensor thing that takes away photos, and that's the H6D 100C medium format DSLR camera body only. David,
Okay, yeah.
for the what I just said body only, how much?
well,
35 euros for a shirt? Fuck off. Sorry, I went too far down. I'm sorry, wait.
Well, I'm gonna assume, given that the other one is 15 grand
Mm.
in euros,
Mm-hmm.
this one must be close to 20.
Yeah.
Right, nah.
35,000 euros.
Jesus Christ. that doesn't seem like there has to be some like what's it called?
Laws against this?
Not laws against it, but like
Brand
diminishing
tax?
returns, right? Like how much can you actually go before it's just like this is the same fucking picture?
Oh, no,
It's really
good.
The quality is there.
It's amazing.
But I mean even between the 15 and the 35,000 one,
Oh,
right? Like no, I'm not talking about like, you're just buying like a regular consumer camera. I'm talking like if we're going to go high end. What really in a picture is going to be the difference between that 15,000 and that 35,000? Is there going to be such a difference that is worth 20,000?
Not to the normal eye.
Yeah.
Right.
Not to the normal
So
eye.
then what's the fucking point?
That's why it's for professionals.
Professionals, yeah. It's like I'm taking a photo of
So here's the problem. You've told me this. Nobody gives a shit.
on Instagram. This
On
is like,
Instagram, these
on
are
Instagram,
for
sure.
like publishers,
Yeah.
billboards, magazines.
Okay.
This is like medical
So you need
textbooks.
to
It's
make
like for
something,
Porsche.
super
Yeah.
huge.
You shoot
Okay.
something for Maserati, you shoot with this
You do
fucker.
yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
If I'm like shooting for Maserati and I come with my fucking
Your
Canon
fucking Lomo.
600 fucking Lomo, I come with an iPhone 14 Max Pro and I'm like, I'm here to shoot
Let's shoot 1080p. Come on.
Come on,
You guys good with the Kodak flash?
Honestly, you know what? Some people might be into that.
Bro, the whole website prices are crazy, bro. How much for a sticker pack?
Too fucking much.
Bro, $20. Well, 20 euros.
I
So
only
like,
charge 10. Buy mine.
nice. Finish up, David.
Okay.
Go on.
Mirrored or mirrorless? Do you have a preference?
I'm mirrored.
Mirrorless. Just for ease, for what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a 7D and a 5D Mark III. That's just been my bread and butter for years. But with the stuff that I use right now, with shooting videos for like friends out here, as their videographer, it's just easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
No bad.
I mean, we've answered this one.
You can skip those in. I'm gonna show.
Okay, we'll go to the last one then here,
Go
because I
for it.
feel like you've answered some of these as we've talked.
Mm-hmm.
Who are typically your main clients in Japan? Tourism boards, like companies. If you're getting work from other places,
Oh,
like who is
porn.
your-
A lot of porn.
Gravure all the
that
time.
makes sense.
That's why he needs the hassle
Oh.
camera for the porn.
I need to see the pores.
Listen, we gotta see the pause. That
You gotta see the Porsche.
Yeah.
Every single one. Every little thin hair.
Yep.
No. Let's see. Fuck, it's hard to say because I've only been hit up once.
Right.
And it was for a tourism board.
That's nice.
And aside from that, other freelance clients are just fellow YouTuber friends that I've met throughout the years who are like, hey, I need a cameraman. Are you available this day? And I'm like, yeah, bet.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I'd have more clients, but again, I'm not as active as I used to be, and I don't really reach out because money would be nice, but it's not something I'm proactively looking for. It's something that my community kind of gives me shit about.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to promote yourself more. You need to get yourself out there. And just like, it's not my prime directive.
Yeah, I get that. It's hard, especially when you're working like a freelance sort of position. You really have to like be pushing yourself constantly. That's a lot.
That's a lot. I'm already tired by the end of the day. 5 o'clock comes, I clock out. I'm just like, fuck.
So I just want to drink an IPA and play with my cats, bro. Like,
yeah,
come on, like let's chill. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be this week's episode of Tokyo Fresh. Victor, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I hope it was a good episode.
Promote your stuff. I had a great episode. Where can all the people find you?
You can find me at the Tokyo Fresh Podcast.
Good man.
Specific episode. Tokyo Fresh Pod on Twitter.
Oh, nice. He's doing our marketing stuff.
It's the greatest episode ever.
I don't know. You can find it in the description down below. Frame of Travel.
Excellent.
I do stuff out here in Japan.
We'll link his Twitch. We'll link his Instagram. We'll link all his social medias in the description down below. But once again, thank you so much for coming on, David. Thank you for answering questions. I'll see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe, selfie, don't do cocaine unless you really have to. Bye.
Bye.